welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 4. Today we're continuing on Let's Play. This is episode 48. In today's episode we are taking a look at the Axela and Speed Free Club. For that we need a Mazda Axela or Speed Free, which are the same car, but they have different names in this game, which is weird. The one we are using is the happiest car ever made. It is the 2010 Mazda Speed Free.
Yeah!
It has a mouth.
I found another great thing. I found the climate control panel.
Nice.
You know why it's so happy, right?
Why?
Because it's best friends with the Subaru 360.
That is a good point.
I found a clutch slave cylinder.
That would be my favourite. Anyways, we have body kits. They
no.
break up the smile, or... Actually, that one doesn't look too bad. Oh, no, actually, never mind. It gives it teeth. I don't want teeth on my Mazda.
I don't think anyone's ever said that before.
That's just 2D's the bumper for some reason. I mean, some of this stuff looks okay, but like, don't really want it. We do have a 100% discount on Mazda bits though, so that's good.
Hell yeah!
We can get a differential in it, which is probably quite vital considering it's 263 horsepower and front-wheel drive.
What are you on about? This car wasn't renowned for torque steer or anything.
What's talks here?
It's
Do
where
you
the
want a
car
genuine explanation?
steers
No.
the torque.
No. I got excited from him there because it's actually interesting.
Don't feed
Boost
him.
was about to do his... Hello and welcome back to Boost and Ethanol. My name's
Yeah,
Dylan.
Chloe.
In today's
No.
episode.
I haven't done that intro in like...
I know, but I was like the last video.
Speaking of that,
Axela and Speed Free Club, Mazda's turbocharged sports wagons with 2Gs take the track. They're not wagons. Suzuka E-Circuit.
on a Matt Malone video, I put in hashtag subscribe to Boost and Ethanol.
Wow.
I love
Feed the
that. Axela and Speed Free Club, the tagline for it is the well-known model.
Really?
Which is kind of ironic considering the Mazda Speed Free is kind of a bit of a forgotten thing, really.
Yeah.
The MPS. I sort of forget it exists, I'll be honest.
The Muppers.
I mean, it's not as good as the MPA 6, which is the best one, but...
Well, yes.
I could have bought Mazda Speed Free. Because, like, they're really cheap, because all Mazdas are cheap for some reason.
Should've.
Mazdas depreciate like a fucking brick.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know why.
Like a fucking...
Do bricks depreciate?
Yes.
Yeah, quite rapidly. Mainly because the only way to really get a used brick is to, like, break it. It's kind of hard to remove cement. Because if it
Sounds
was,
like
we
a
would have
challenge.
probably found something better to use as cement. It's a Japanese Ford Focus ST with instant torque steer. Kind of. I think the Focus ST had like actual improvements to its suspension, and I don't think the Mazda Speed Free had that.
No, it didn't. And it wasn't sold here. Well, it was sold
Yeah,
here.
it was. It
but
was the MPS.
the problem with it though was that it was badly overshadowed.
Well, yeah, but I mean, most hot hatches were back then because that was the hot hatch era.
Yeah.
Be honest, name like 3 hot hatches from this era that aren't the Mazda Speed Free off the top of your head very, very quickly.
From what era exactly?
2010, go.
Veloster.
There you go, you said that's
yeah.
already ruined it. Next.
Veloster, Golf GTI, Focus ST.
What,
Lost
of
was
20,
2012, I'll take it.
2010s or...
Shut up.
Yeah,
It's around
2010.
2010.
You can't say As soon as you say you're out.
I couldn't actually think of any
Focus
cars from that
RS.
era.
Focus RS...
You've ruined it, you've
STI,
paused.
that counts.
You just paused. You've ruined
I
it.
don't think I can name any free cars from any eras without pausing.
Toyota's from 1992.
2010. Vauxhall Astra VXR Nürburgring Edition Ford Focus ST.
You said, you ruined it.
Said, you get the fuck out.
You failed.
See you next decade. Thanks, Peugeot 908 HDI LNP. You've missed the fat part.
You missed the only good parts of the name.
I keep seeing a free 2008 for sale and I'm tempted. I don't blame you, they're excellent cars.
There was the,
The
Peugeot
Subaru,
308
in fairness.
RC.
I should point out,
Plus.
was it the
Plus.
Subaru?
Plus.
I think the Subaru was supposed to be a Mazda 3, and then it wasn't. Well, the
But
Subaru
yeah,
was actually supposed to be a Toyota Corolla.
Lost.
Not 2008. As long as it's been well looked after, you're fine.
No, it's still lost.
It's those early ones you have to worry about. The ones that were made out of fucking Soviet tank steel. They're the ones you have to worry about.
They're all made out of Soviet tank.
This car was made in Croatia. It was made from old Soviet tanks.
But it didn't itch!
It's from a country that no longer exists.
Oh yeah, don't they try and say Homer's car's made out of like fucking Chinese tanks or something?
Yeah.
This car was made in Guatemala.
I want it repaired with genuine GM car.
Yeah.
The car was built in Croatia. It's made out of old Soviet tanks.
Badge engineering. I didn't hate the Subaru. I liked it. It looks cool. It made a nice noise.
Yes, it did.
And if you put it low range, it did 0 to 60. And
I had an oversteering accident in it. That was fun.
It made really good noises until it started making loads of really bad noises at the
It
same
made
time.
really good noises when the exhaust fell off. That's when it made the best noises.
That's a tip. Any kids watching this who want to make their car sound better, just rip your fucking exhaust off.
No, that's not how it happened.
Hopefully then you'll
No,
also
get
change
it
the
right.
exhaust.
Kids, if you're watching, the way to make your car sound better is to get crashed into the back off by a Polish woman in a Mini Cooper, who you would take
She has
the
to be Polish.
yes, who you would feel sorry for, but she was also very pretty and also gave you a hug. So you sort of said, it's fine, don't worry about it."
You're not wrong. You're not. To be honest, you're not
that was
really
oddly
wrong
specific.
there.
You want to
Incel
expand on
life.
that?
To be fair, you're not wrong there, Emile.
Hell yeah.
Most Polish women, they're fucking gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Most.
Most of them know anything
Actually,
about
anyone
this. He's
from-
only ever
any
seen
woman
Welsh
from Eastern
witches.
Europe. Any woman from Eastern Europe, really.
If she screams Bliat during
Nico
sex, you know
Bellic.
she's the one.
Eh?
If she screams Bliat during sex, you know she's the one.
That's Russia, you tit.
Yeah, I know, but they all speak like that because they're all from
Oh,
the
this
Soviet
all
Union.
Eastern Europe here. Europe's gonna be Russia in 10 years.
That's North. Ugh, no, not really.
Have you ever played Euro Truck Simulator?
No, I don't intend to.
Why not? It's the best game ever made.
You're missing out, sunshine.
Especially if you have like those DLCs where you get to go into the second world. They're the best.
Speaking of that, I now have more DLCs now.
Oh, do you?
The Euro Truck. Yeah, somebody gifted me more.
They didn't get you Road to the Red Sea, did they? Or Black Sea?
No, the Baltic Sea, I think it is.
Yeah, the Baltic Sea one's the best one.
Speaking of people being given games, Emile, you didn't thank me for my amazing gift, did you?
I almost refused that because I don't see the meme funny, but thank you.
What did you get him?
Class, what did you get?
What do you think I've got? What's the one game CR goes on about because he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world because he's 10?
What Garfield kart?
BeamNG.
Yes. I got fucking Garfield kart.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I've seen before, it's not even that bad a game.
It's a kart racer.
Hello Kitty Racer's worse than that.
Oh yeah, Sanrio Friends or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. But thank you anyway, I do appreciate it.
It's worse when you realise Hello Kitty is like
It wasn't quite as good as the
fine.
gift Ludo got me this year, or Boost, but you know, it'll do.
I can't
Well, I
exactly
got
get
you
you
myself.
furry video games.
I know, we're gonna reattempt that at some point, Bella. Like you and me.
What?
I'm playing it now. I'm literally like this close to getting the rally. I have to get some new seats for the car.
I
And
feel
that's
like I need your guidance. Because that stream was pretty train wreck. It's funny when I burnt the house down and got crushed by a train though.
Yeah, that's usually the high points of my summer car.
Yeah, it's the death bits. I just realised how much the front lights just look like those off the Fiesta. Anyways. Mazda 3, Mazda 3, best interior. Actually, it's got quite good interior. No, I like the Subaru. It's like, you know, out of all three of the cars that I've had, it's my least favourite, but something has to be, so. Yeah.
Polo.
No, I don't count that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Seriously, I
no.
don't count that.
Yes. No, you do not.
The Polo was worse, if we're going off that, but like, I don't count that as existence.
It just didn't exist.
It's crushed now anyway, so it definitely not exist anymore.
But at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
It's having a crush on it, and that's that.
Well,
It's
either
been
that or
turned
it's-
into Coke cans.
we don't actually know. All we know is it hasn't been like MOT'd since June, so probably.
Yeah, it's
dead.
been crushed.
If it has been crushed, maybe there's a chance that I've drunk out Dr. Pepper out of it.
Same. I like bought like 16 cans the other day.
I saw that. You blew Sean's mind.
May you rest in peace, poor Volkswagen Polo with the weirdest option list in the world.
Yes.
Fucking whoever ordered electric sunroof and electric mirrors but didn't order a CD player or electric windows should be shot.
That's
At
amazing.
yeah.
gunpoint. Oh, and also didn't order the comfort door panel, so instead it had this like really horrible rubbery spiky stuff that like you just like give you fucking rash. You should buy an early 2000 Subaru Impreza WRX with the auto. Slight issue with that, we never got the auto version. I almost bought a Subaru Forester XT, auto.
It was stronger than the manual one, yes, because
But it
Subaru
sold.
didn't know how to make fucking manual gearbox until like 2012.
In fairness, there's no strain underneath that fucking gearbox at all anyway. It's just whatever farmer had it, like, decided to brutalise it for some reason.
Moved to
It was owned by an old guy in Newcastle. He probably, like, tried to launch it in, like, 5th gear. It just broke everything.
Sounds like your average owner of a legacy.
Impressive.
The
I
same
mean, to be fair, I
Wait.
can't have hated it that much because I did almost buy some more for Subarus, but
I
Hey,
saw a
at
legacy
least you
today.
did-
Like, one of the ones with like the weird Japanese badging on it.
what?
So that was neat. You know, like
Yeah.
how the Legacy has like those special badges or whatever? I saw one of those, the 90s one.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Because that was the thing that Japan did for a while. Where it just gave a bunch of cars like special badges.
I know, I should buy some imitation ones for the Accord because everyone seems
'Cause,
to
like-
think it's a fucking import car.
Because the Sylvia had its own badges, or the S15 did.
Yep,
There's a
outside
lot of
the skyline.
S15s around now, have you noticed that?
I'm
No.
coupled-
I think they're getting cheaper, so they're like coming over here more. There's like 3 in this town. And they're all completely untasteful. There used to be a really nice looking Spec R Aero, and then someone ruined it by putting a Rocket Bunny wing on it. And now it's got
Ew.
like fucking like Midnight Runner stickers and shit like that, because people who put stickers on cars deserve to be shot.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Especially Japanese characters to make their cars look Japanese when they're not.
Yeah, we
When they're
do.
actually built in France.
It's not built in fucking France.
It's a frog, admit it.
No, it's not built
It's a
in
Tsukuba Short
France.
Circuit.
It's not built in Tsukuba Short Circuit.
Well, actually, technically, at the moment, it was built in like your driveway out of like second-hand parts. But
No, that was a brand
can I just ask you a
fucking
question?
lady.
Is that car got to be like the broom from Only Fools and Horses eventually?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's had
What?
12
Yeah.
handles and 4 heads, but this broom's been around for 10 years.
God.
yes, it is.
That's what that's got to be that Yaris of it. It's like that fucking what was it called? That Mercury Marauder from RCR, where like it had like a new engine, door regulators, doors. Like the entire car had been pretty much like redone, but it was the same car in the end.
To be fair, I have loads of spare shit from another car, so
I mean, to be fair, that's the one nice thing about Yaris's is the parts are about as cheap as a packet of cornflakes. So.
oh yes.
Because they're everywhere, and I can imagine, engine aside, pretty much everything fits everything else.
I mean,
Even
you
even
seen...
like not engines. Have you seen that fucking Mike Car mod?
Oh, that's great, yeah. Because they
That's
bought a
like
Yaris
them.
recently.
Yeah, I saw they built the better Yaris.
Yeah, and they swapped the engine in it to a... What was it?
The one out of the Corolla T-Sport.
Ah, yeah.
Which is really good, and it makes it really fast. And then you remember they made one with a supercharger. So as
To be
a
honest-
result, I need to put that in my car.
That episode sort of, like, disappointed me.
To be
'Cause
fair,
I
the
was going
supercharger
into
doesn't
it.
give you that much more power.
Yeah, because superchargers are sort of trash.
The Toyota Supercharger only gave it like an extra 20 horsepower, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same for like the AW11 and whatever.
I just like the fact that I still love that Corolla because they called it the compressor, but it didn't have the K, so it wasn't German. It didn't actually make any sense whatsoever.
What do you mean?
They had a Corolla with a supercharger called the Toyota Corolla Compressor, but it was actually spelt like we'd spell compressor, not like how the Germans spell on the back of Mercedes is.
Emile,
So it makes
what do you
no
think
sense.
a supercharger does?
Well, they call it a supercharger.
It compresses air into the
Yeah,
cylinders.
but you know for a fact they didn't call it that because of that. They called it that because they were like, hey, the Germans made one called this, let's do that.
Oh, sure, but it is technically correct.
Yeah.
Technically, yes, but I mean, like, no one, like, what, you ask people what a compressor is on the street.
It's the thing
Well, I'll
that
probably think like air compressor and think it's...
Yeah, exactly,
something like that.
fucking mongrel.
Yes, but you
It's
ask
the-
what people think when they say compressor with a K and they just think tyre pump.
Yeah, but like,
German.
you know, back in there, like every Merc had that, and everyone thought it was cool as fuck. Because that was before everyone realised like the supercharger in the C180 was just a burning pile of trash. When it was like a 4-cylinder, I could rev to like 5,000 and made like 160 odd horsepower, even though it was like 2 litres.
It's almost like superchargers are actually kind of trash.
It's almost like Mercedes-Benz can't make engines. Which, in fairness, is kind of true when you consider the E55
F1
AMG.
disagrees.
E55
That's all I'm
AMG.
saying.
E55 AMG from the 90s that made like 300 horsepower with a 5.5 litre V8.
Yes.
Yeah, what head type did it have? Was it push rod or was
No, it was like dual overhead cams.
it interesting?
Actually, no, it was overhead cams, sorry, because all of the Mercedes AMG V8s were overhead cams until like 2010, when apparently they figured out they could put 2 there. I may have just got a Mazda 3, stay tuned. Eagerly. Marauder is cool. Yeah, the Marauder is cool, I'd have one. I just want a Crown Vic though, because Crown Vics are pretty badass. I just like the way they look.
Mercedes F1 team isn't German, they're Brit-bongs. Technically true, but they're getting Mercedes money.
Well, no, they're getting Petronas money.
They also get like a good 40 million or something like that from Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so Malaysian as well.
Well, until
Yeah.
Mercedes does the German thing, it's like, we're doing really well in this sport, let's quit. And let's go do, I don't know, what's a worthless motorsport? Oh yeah, Formula E! Let's do
They're
that.
doing that at the moment, and they're mediocre at best.
Well, yeah, because, like, Renault owns everything. Actually, no,
Renault
wait, no,
don't
they'd
even
help
do that well.
Mercedes, wouldn't they? Because Renault is, like, in partnership.
No?
No, they are. Renault Mitsubishi Nissan Alliance is a thing.
Oh right, oh you mean that. I
Yeah.
thought you were saying that Formula E is all running.
Hence why the cash guy says, hey, we've got Mercedes engines. And hence why Mercedes doesn't turn around and say the A-Class diesel uses Renault engines. High boost, small. How is the Renault Mercedes anyway?
I don't know, it's fine.
It sounds like the biggest, like, it sounds like the biggest unreliability disaster in the world. Oh boy! Ah yes! Boutique hypercar time, level 41.
God no.
It says boutique, so I'm excited. Because that usually means hideous. We have a
Yes.
choice of the 2010 Joss GT1, 2010 Mosler MT900S before it was overpowered, the
God,
2012
the
Pagani
Mosler.
Huire, the 2010 Gumpert Apollo S, and the 2009 Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster.
Only a couple of those are hideous. What the hell?
Right, the Gumpert is the one that's got a one-make race. However, the Gumpert is also quite cheap. The Pagani is the most expensive one here and might be useful later on, so I'm tempted by the Pagani. I think I'm going to go Pagani. Because I think the Gumpert's only like $250,000, which isn't that much. Isn't the Zonda Cinque such a cool car? Anyways. I just think that was supposed to be the last Zonda, and then there was many, many more. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Next time I'm going to be taking a look at the Eclipse and Talon Club. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going. I'll only you back. Caught up in a war that you are not part of. Eyes on the slit of your father with love.